Welcome back, Indie lovers. Today we're checking out Yes Your Grace Snowfall. So, gonna grab yourself a plate. I loved the first Yes Your Grace. I loved it. It's this kingdom building, kingdom managing, I should more say, game that you are making these decisions that could directly affect you in every way possible. You are making these crazy decisions, and honestly, I think last time when I did it, I was like, like some of the things that I ran into, I was like, oh god. So we're gonna hop in here, check out the game for a little while. If you do like it, of course, please check the links down below. And as always, thanks for hitting that like, subscribe, and that bell for come back and check out more indie goodness from the channel. And also, it just helps the algorithm, so I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all have been absolutely phenomenal. I really do appreciate y'all doing that too as well. Thank you for trying out the demo for Yes Your Grace Snowfall. We hope you enjoy your time in Davern. If you have any thoughts of the game that they're playing, we'd love to hear from you. You can join the Discord and chat with us. Now, pick your crown and let's see how well. I know Discord's probably the easiest, but honestly, there's just too many Discords out there. And with the amount of indies I play, it's so hard to get into all the Discords, and I feel bad leaving them. So I tend not to join a lot of the Discords because, like I said, there's so many out there. Every game's got a Discord. And as much as I want to be part of all the communities, I just don't have time.
What's the difference between a common man and a king? Both make mistakes, but a king's decisions affect the lives of many. One decision in particular still weighs heavy on the heart of the King of Davern. This story starts with a pledge to bestow the hand of his unborn daughter. Years passed, until one day the barbarians came, demanding what had been promised. To protect Lorsulia, Eric invited his wealthy neighbors to forge an alliance. Perhaps it was King Talus's desperate search for a book to cure his wife that enticed him to visit. A deal was struck that sealed the fate of Lorsulia, an army in exchange for a wedding to Talus's son. Amidst the splendor of the wedding, King Talus took a fatal sip from a tainted chalice. In the heat of the moment, King Eric was accused of murder. With the promised armies withdrawn and Lorsulia whisked away to the faraway capital of Atana, Eric found himself embroiled in a royal trial and proved his innocence. With Atana's forces ready to help, Eric marched his army to defeat the hordes of barbarians once and for all. But the battle revealed Davern's true enemy, Prince Evo of Atana, who ignored the signal to join the battle. By sheer luck, Eric emerged victorious, but the victory tasted bitter upon his tongue. To Eric's despair, Lorsulia was now in the hands of a traitor. Nothing could have been done to prevent the inevitable. The murder of Eric's daughter marked the beginning of countless witch hunts. Evo used her image as an excuse to cleanse the land of Davern by fire as his armies descended upon Grevno Castle. The siege of Grevno lasted for weeks and shook its walls to their core. But at last, Eric's wit, bravery, and enduring alliances brought the conflict to an end. Evo was put to justice, and Davern enjoyed peace for the first time in months. The slow process of healing and rebuilding had begun. But in the archives of Grevno, a certain rare book still lies in wait. It will fuel a new wave of deceit.
Uh-oh. What an intro. What an intro. My God. That was one hell of an intro. I was impressed. I hope that this overview was your satisfaction, your grace. I still have many details to write up, and thus, this is only the beginning. Would you like to answer my questions now, or would you rather have me fill in the blanks? Bring your decisions from Yes Your Grace to Snowfall. Let the scribe pick the best decisions for you. Let the scribe pick me, because let the scribe pick the best decisions as you wish. I'll make sure everything's top notch. Nonetheless, it's been a year since the battle with Atana. Many things have happened since. A newborn baby, new allies in trouble, a new threat arising, cold months approaching. I think I have the yes, your grace, and the flames that keep everyone warm at night still rage from the king's mind. I do, I have the original one. Maybe I'll play that later and showcase it for you guys. Your grace, everyone is getting impatient. I just want to grab something warm and put it on the ground. Or I will just grab something warm and put it on the ground. Click the leftmost button on the floor or use A and D to move around the floor. To interact with the object, click on them with the left mouse button. Press F. Put on something warm. Trouble keeps coming to our door, doesn't it? Put on something warm. It's literally just like a thing over his shoulders. It's adorable. Oh. Okay, I think you're not supposed to go back there. Just so you guys know, I don't think you're supposed to go back there. That's the crown. Fancy. I have my own family to take care of. He is an old friend, though. Oh, sorry, he is an old friend, though. Can I check myself out? You could check yourself out. The Queen. Eric, and what? Any thoughts? Hang on, lad. Honesty? If I knew it would have end like this, I wouldn't have come here. I have no idea how you found your castle. I didn't want to endanger your family. You're putting us in a tough spot here, Jacob. Without your help, we will be forced to give up our lands and Kavka. So he sends us some wine. Maybe it's a gesture of goodwill. I am at war with Kavka and you're really willing to drink this? What if it's poisoned? Clearly he knew I was coming here. He's always 2 steps ahead, as cunning as he is wealthy. Unless you want him at as your neighbor, we should work together. Eric, a moment. 1 second, dude. You know, boss calls. Yes, ma'am. Darling, I told you this isn't just a friendly visit. Old friends don't just appear out of nowhere, not wanting anything. You don't have to help him. I feel like we're already in this mess. Am I supposed to let him bleed out? The prince and I also need your help. He is not getting any better. Of course, I'm worried about our son. Jacob is not wrong, though. Next thing you know, Kavka comes from us. What then? Is it not better to let Jacob deal with him instead of waging a full-blown war? And he brings his son with him? Is that to try and sway us? Like we don't have enough kids already? But you said I would be able to look through the books after this. Taimo, give us a moment. Maybe later. Eric, have you made up your mind? Oh, this is going to be the first decision, isn't it? Darling? I don't know about this. It's your call. Is everything alright? I heard the prince isn't doing the best. He will get out of it, right? The things we do for family, huh? I don't actually have any men or resources to help you. We will have to play it smart. You have to find a way to provoke and lead them straight to Grevno. Once he gets here, we will ambush from the outpost and crush him against the walls. But the wall? The queen has a fair point. After your war with Atana, there doesn't seem to be much wall left. Don't worry, by the time you get there and back, the wall will be fixed. Fair. I hope I can count on you. One last thing. Can I leave my son with you? He will be safer here. Besides, it's difficult to travel with him. Eric. Ah! She's coming, she's coming! Now sit down. She's coming. Who's coming? There's a bear back there. There's a bear. There's a big bear back there, guys. Can we be done now? I've got this. I appreciate it, Eric. Grevno, week 1. Oh, here's the big part. Big plans, Your Grace, big plans. Lord Jacob's visit wasn't in our favor, but we will manage. Nonetheless, duty calls. The people of Davern will queue in the throne room to petition you. Many are struggling since our war with Atana. There is not always enough to go around. Let us hope for a smooth week then. That's the queen. Why is she huge? Don't worry, I'm here to help. And oh, your grace. After we've dealt with the petitioners, please see the general in the council room. I believe he has some information regarding possible outpost sites. Click the petitioner with the left mouse button to call them forward. Don't fret, darling. The decision has been made. We will work it out. I suppose new company might be good for Sedina. Can you check on her? She's so excited about her sister visiting and we kind of brushed her off. Of course, my beloved. Oh yes, before I leave, what do you want to do with the wine? I will hand it out to people. I doubt the wine is poison. I will give it to the people. It might sway some grumpy minds towards us. At least it's not going to be wasted. I'll let the servants know. That's my cue. I will feed them and make them try to get some sleep. Good luck out there. Click on the inventory button and press I to open it. Oh, can I? Oh, yeah. Plus 10 versus illness, labor. Stand. Organized discipline. Your Grace, I come beseeching some aid. With the cold, wet weather, our fence posts don't hold up like they used to. Well, last night I woke up to find all my livestock gone a roaming. Pig, sheep, cattle, can't find it one, and I'm a farmer, see, so it's a sorry situation. Please, Your Grace, spare some strong hands to help up around our livestock. Click on the agents, send them to complete the task. Each time you send the agent to work on a task, it will cost them action points. Every agent has limited points, visualized on their icon with a yellow dot. Sent agents will appear in the scenario board. You've completed this quest, so go ahead and hold the confirm button to confirm your choices. Plus 15 crowns. This sounds urgent indeed. I hope this will be enough to help. Ah, Your Grace, all my thanks. In hard times, a ruler's true legacy is forged, Forsoth. Our little village won't soon forget this. When you help petitioners, you gain prosperity. The more prosperity you have, the more wealthy your lands are. Higher prosperity result in higher taxes. Next. Please hear me out, Your Grace. A vicious storm blew through our township last night, snapping pines like they were toys. Now there's a real mess, fallen trees everywhere, roof smashed in. In the end, perhaps it will make for plenty of firewood, but we need help to clean up and make repairs. We're short of tools, but even some food will help. Please lend us your support. Stan. Stan's awesome. Stan's the man. Here, I hope this will be enough for you. Thanks, Perun, and thank Your Grace. Our prayers are answered. We will come back all the stronger in honor of our king. Well done, Your Grace. That's all for this week's requests. I got sturdy boots. Now let's see what the general had in mind for the outposts. Click on the throne to step down. Yeah, what about my sturdy boots though? Plus 10 versus tools, plus 10 if agent is disciplined. This is the map of your castle. Click on the chosen location to go there. The bear again. It's the bear. Oh my god. Ever since Waldtech started hibernating, Sedina lost interest in gathering more agents. Maybe that's for the better. I was worried about what she would have come up with next. What's this? What was that? What's our plan to help Lord Jacob? Ah, Your Grace, it's great to see you. I have an update on our plan to help Lord Jacob. Why is Baron Kavchuk at war with Lord Jacob? I've had so many details to keep track of, I want to be certain I understand his position. Baron Kafka has been aggressively expanding trade routes to support his wine business. He is building a major trade route that will connect him directly with our enemies in Atana. It goes right through Lord Jacob's land, leaving him stranded from a trade perspective. I think it's his late wife's property. I'm not sure, but it seems the land has a sentimental value to him. A strong relationship between Kafka and Atana will surely leave us at disadvantage as well. We need to ensure Kafka doesn't know he's walking into a trap. Did you manage to finesse my plan? Certainly. We need to gather a few basic supplies to create an outpost so we can drive Kafka right where we want him. I found 3 sites that could be suitable. Each has its strengths and weaknesses. Take a look at your map and mark the location you wish to see us prepare. I will take care of the rest. We have 3 weeks to decide. Here, these supplies should be a good starting point. And of course, the wall. The wall. Yes. What do we need? The master builder is awaiting you at the construction site. He will be able to provide more details. It might be tough, but with a little bit of luck, we can do it in time. To view the map of Darwin, click on the map button or press tab to open the kingdom. What's going on over here? You have a very beautiful castle. Thanks. Hello, my pumpkin. Father, you would embarrass me in front of our guests? At ease, pumpkin. Yes, father? Are you prepared for Asala's wedding? I hear you had a letter from your sister. Wait, you knew? Asali is visiting us in 8 weeks. Should I get her a pet? A sword? That's too grand. She will think I care. It's Asalia we're talking about. It hasn't been so long and there's so much pressure. Make her a cross stitch. You've been sewing, right? Would Asalia like that? Asalia is an adventurer, father. She won't be impressed with a cross stitch. It must be something truly grand, something unforgettable that screams Asalia. Luckily, I also have Timo to help me. We could read her a book. How about this one? Oh, that's Timo probably. Timo, this is serious. She won't have maybe impressed by that. Be nice to your guest, Pumpkin. I'm sorry, it's just all very stressed. It's funny because now her name is Pumpkin the whole time. What if I tell you a little about Asalia? She's adventurous, rides bisons, fights with swords. She'd love to do various pranks too. As you unlock points of interest, they will be displayed on the map. The first 3 visible points of interest indicate the 3 outpost sets. Click on the point of interest to explore it. The curvy thicket is a maze to the enemy but well known to us. If we build an outpost in the thicket, our soldiers could hide themselves among the trees and attack when the enemy rides through, pushing them towards the wall. The drawback is that this is the first location from our castle. It will take longer to push Kafka towards the wall. The woods are also challenging from the visibility standpoint. Total chaos seems just as likely as success, to be frank. Still, time is short and supplies are few. Choosing the site will be better than nothing. It's best to return to the location once. I want to know the sites though first, you know? Lord Jacob will cross the northern footbridge and Kafka's army will shortly follow. If our armies lie in wait on the riverbank, we'll be able to surprise the enemy and control their direction. The thick canes and grass should provide us with more than enough of a hiding spot. This location looks like a good choice for the outpost, even though it requires a little more work to prepare. Location is not far, but the mud and the cold might prove challenging. It's best to return to this location once we gather enough supplies or consider other areas. During the last year's war, Atana left nothing but a field of despair. Rumors said the village is haunted, filled with old rags and bones. It might take some extra convincing for a man to stay at this location. Katva's army might not be aware of these rumors, but surely even they won't think to try to look through the rubble. The location is closest to Grevno, meaning it will be the easiest to push the enemy towards the wall. This would be the hardest one. I think the footbridge. I think I'm gonna do the footbridge. The Kirby thicket was... The wall. Let's go to the wall real fast. I'm trying to get the wall together. Animations are gorgeous. Your Grace. How does it work? It seems these repairs will never end. The war with Atana caused a great deal of damage to Grebno's defenses, Your Grace. Rebuilding something grand for the second time is always a challenge, but our dedication to the effort was paying off. The wall and its garrisons will soon gleam good as new. That is just as I hoped to hear. I will certainly sleep better when Grebno is behind strong walls. To say nothing of our plan to ambush Lord Jacob's enemies without the wall will fail. Speaking of, there is just a small tiny problem, Your Grace. Of course, let's hear it. The recent limestone deliveries are thinner and thinner. We're missing some rocks that would help us build the whole thing. No need to worry, it's nothing huge. We just need 3 tons and it'll be done. I'm sure the king has the right connections. Very well, see what we can do. To view archives, click the archives button or press tab to open the kingdom menu. The yellow next turn button is an indication that all required tasks have been done. Click and hold the button to progress to the next week. The archives keep track of what is happening in the kingdom. Here you'll find the remainders of your current and completed tasks. Let's see. Limestone deliveries in Grevno. Crown. Influence. What's the Grevno out explored? Okay. The problem though is I don't have enough. You know, I don't have enough to be able to build any of these outposts. This one I do. Keep up the good work. Lord King Eric, how's it going? Rather informal way to greet your king, do you think? Sorry, Your Grace. I'm more the sort of person who tosses with my hands, understand? Tell me more. With your hands, eh? They do look very strong. What would the queen say? Fortunately, I'm very busy right now. I'm Vessa, professional stone crusher at your Grace's service. Thank you for your work. You break stone by hand? With tools, silly, but I bet there's no nut in the world I couldn't crack. If you're a gambling man, maybe you'd put that to the test someday. I think I'd better get back to my duties. That'll be all, Vessa. That's... I don't even know if there's anything else you'd rather have me hit. Uh-oh. Alright, Vessa. Well, that happened. I wish I had more. I wish I had more supplies. I don't want to set up. I just don't want to set up a blockade just to set up a blockade. You know what I mean? I want to set up a good blockade. I guess we'll set up that. Armed with the right resources, our men began putting together a campsite where they would wait to ambush the men. The outpost location is ready. Prepare the location awaiting Katka's army. I see we're chosen the Kirby thicket. The forest is hardly ideal, but it's better than nothing. I will send for Lord Jacob immediately. The wall is in progress, but it looks like we will easily get it done in time for his arrival. And that's our week. And that's a day in the life of this game. That's a day. That's all the decisions. You have to make all these crazy decisions, and everything plays back into your decisions too, which is crazy. So if you do the wrong decision, I mean, maybe not the wrong decision, but if you make that decision and it ends up biting you back in the ass, it is what it is. You know what I mean? All right, folks, thank you so much for joining me for the Indie Buffet, where we'll help you find your next favorite indie. Peace.